From Holy Mackerel Productions, Coastal Retreat and Meditation Center along the rugged and rocky scenic shores of down East Maine, this is the Maine Event Radio Show. The Maine Event, featuring homegrown entertainment from our own backyard. Hi, I'm Dan Foley. Good to have your company. Here it is, coming down that electronic highway, this edition of the Maine Event Radio Show.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Many years I've wandered through this world, traveled hard without a rest. But the time is drawing near for me to make a journey to the west. 'Cause I know I'm going away. Yes, I know I'm going away. I know I'm going away. Yes, I know I'm going away. I will give away my old banjo, true companion for so long. I won't need to carry anything on that road I'm traveling on. Yes, I know I'm going away. Yes, I know I'm going away. I know I'm going away. Yes, I know I'm going away. If you see the evening star at night, you may sometimes think of me. If you do, you'll know that I'm alright wherever I may be. 'Cause I know I'm going away. Yes, I know I'm going away. I know I'm going away. Yes, I know I'm going away. Many years I've wandered through this world, traveled hard without a rest. But time is drawing near for me to make a journey to the west. Yes, I know I'm going away. Yes, I know I'm going away. I know I'm going away. Yes, I know I'm going away.
Homegrown stuff is good for you. That's why we always recommend a session with the Main Event Radio Show.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Green Douglas firs where the waters cut through. Down her wild mountains and canyons she flew. Canadian Northwest to the ocean so blue. So roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Your power is turning our darkness to dawn. So roll on, Columbia, roll on.
Other great rivers add power to you. Yakima, Snake, and the Clicky Tattoo. Sandy, Willamette, and the Hood River too. Roll on, Columbia, roll on.
Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Your power is turning our darkness to dawn. So roll on, Columbia, roll on.
Tom Jefferson's vision would not let him rest.
an empire he saw in the Pacific Northwest. St. Louis and Clark, and they did the rest. So roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Your power is turning our darkness to dawn. So roll on, Columbia, roll on.
It's there on your bank we fought many's a fight. Sheridan's boys in the blockhouse that night. They saw us in death, oh, but never in flight. So roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Your power is turning our darkness to dawn. So roll on, Columbia, roll on.
At Bonneville now there's ships in the locks. The waters have risen and cleared all the rocks. Shiploads of plenty will steam past the docks.
So roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Your power is turning our darkness to dawn. So roll on, Columbia, roll on.
And on up the river's Grand Coulee Dam, the mightiest thing ever built by man, to run these great factories and water the land. Roll on, Columbia, roll on.
These mighty men labored by day and by night, matching their strength to the river's wild flight. Through rapids and falls they won the hard fight. So roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Your power is turning our darkness to dawn. So roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Your power is turning our darkness to dawn. So roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Your power is turning our darkness to dawn. So roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on.
The first time I saw her, she was covered in jewels, high and low. And the rings on her fingers were spun from her hair, I think, the purest of gold. There is a story there. No one knows who she really is, but they call her Amaretto. Some called her a goddess, and her presence could be felt by even the blind. And men fought for her favors, I guess.
She drank from fine crystal, only the finest of wine.
And they bought her the world of an empress.
For a smile of approval from her.
and saving herself for the best, she took a turn for the worst. There is a story there, my friend just told me so. The champagne sparkle in her eyes now reflects off gold she holds, but it's only amaretto. One man fed her poison, and he wrapped her in his lies for all the love her money could buy. And he swept her off to the islands. He took her for all she was worth, without as much as goodbye. We always see her there. She has made that booth her throne. To her right, that empty chair is held for him to share her gold. Cheap. 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 Cheap.
The Main Event Radio Show with F.B. White, and that's called Amaretto. Make 'em in Spain before that with Roll on Columbia, a song from back in the Depression times, the Great Depression of the 30s, when they built the big dams out west that powered up that whole part of the country. Say what you will about dams, we all have opinions, but they really were something to behold as far as engineering and everything. Delco Ray, before that with Going Away, and Cindy Bullen's got us started for this edition of the program, In a Perfect World, which I don't know if anybody's found that yet. Thanks for tuning into the broadcast. Dan Foley, that's me, playing it for you as always, and of course we've got lots to do, including a visit to the Vault of Vinyl, where we keep our stash of dusty old records, and we'll play something from the Vault of Vinyl for you later on, and all the other stuff we usually do. Catch us here, of course, on this radio station in this time slot, and at meradio.org, our website, where you can catch the current edition of the program anytime you like with your internet connection at meradio.org. And this and other recent editions of the program are also posted as audio files on our Main Event Radio Show Facebook page, so you can catch it there too. However you do it, thanks as always for joining us as we cruise the entertainment highways and byways of the Pine Tree State and beyond. In fact, right now, let's hear a couple of pieces about working the jobs that are unique to the great state of Maine. This one's from Bert and I about working on the log boom on Moosehead Lake. It's on the Main Event.
I took a job aboard log boom vessels on Moosehead Lake. They haul logs from one end of the lake to the other in big rafts, And I enjoyed that job particularly on Sundays in the fall when we could go turkey hunting. We'd nose the vessel up against one of them islands on Moosehead that was covered with wild turkeys. We'd loose our turkey hunting dogs, and inside of 5 minutes, them dogs would corral them turkeys onto the decks of the vessel. And then we'd staple the turkeys' feet to the decks. And we'd head for home with a year's supply. Well, so that scheme worked real good, except for that last year when the head turkey, he must have been the head turkey, he started flapping his wings. Of course, all the rest of the turkeys followed suit, and I begun to think I might be another Lindbergh. When I determined we'd have to do something, so I released one bird at a time, and we lowered that vessel down and lit light as a feather on a large body of water. We headed east, then north, then south, didn't strike nothing, finally headed due west. And 3 days later, we come upon a headland that seemed very familiar. It was Cutler Harbor. Cutler Harbor, that's where I was born and raised. Lived there all my days, man and boy, following the sea. Well, I say following the sea. I ain't never done much blue water sailing, mostly just coasting. You know, I've tried for years and years, but I never did succeed. Because, you know, a fella just can't never get away from the sea. Thank you.
Come all ye folks across the land, I want to tell you about the river Maine. Well, the rivers run north to south, driving logs to the mill, what it's all about. He's a river man, a river driving man. He's got what it takes when he's in the chain. He's a river man, a log driving man. He's a river man, a river driving man. Well, he walks them logs rolling round, just like he's strolling across the ground. He knows the river like the back of his hand. Every rock, every bend, he's a river man. He's a river man, a river driving man. He's got what it takes when he's in the chain. He's a river man, a log driving man. He's a river man, a river driving man. Well, he spends his life in the woods. He wouldn't change even if he could. Well, the river was his highway, that's been lost with yesterday. Where the river flows, nothing lasts. Now he's a memory from the past. He's a river man, a river driving man. He's got what it takes, don't give a damn. He's a river man, a log driving man.
Not just another pretty radio show. The Maine Event, it's radio the way it should be.
That old mill, you supported every family in this town. Put some kids through college, the price you paid was high. Broke the back of every man you hired and fired. Eddie Butler worked third shift, still made school by 8. And his father and his uncles and 6 brothers did the same, till their lives were all that they had left to hate. And now your doors are locked, your windows smashed, your men and work gone south. The ones who wouldn't go now fill the bars. You whistled and you hummed 3 shifts a day for 50 years. All you left is tenements, run-down cars. That old mill, you supported every family in this town. Now your doors are locked, your windows smashed, your men and work gone south. The ones who wouldn't go now fill the bars. You whistled and you hummed 3 shifts a day for 50 years. And all you left is tenements, run-down cars. Damn old mill, just another broken soldier in the war. You worked us too hard yesterday, but we could use your work today. Now we don't ever work no more. That old mill, you supported every family in this town.
That old mill, it comes from John Lincoln Wright on the Maine Event. Yeah, those old mills, they've been quite a thing for the state of Maine over the years, but things are a lot different now, like they are with so many things. Like, for instance, river drivers. We heard from Eric Cobb off of his album The State of Maine, which celebrates, in music, 200 years as a state. 1820 to 2020. And that's called Riverman, about the river drivers. And working on the log boom, an actual job that was going on Moosehead Lake, and plenty of other places in the old days, with a Bert and I twist to it at the end, where you just can't get away from the sea. The stapled turkeys flew them to the coast, to Cutler Harbor. So a mostly factual account of working the log boom. Continuing now, let's just say that we hope you're doing okay with all these different times that we're in. However, things are gradually opening up some, and you know, our state of Maine has been real lucky in the sense that the case numbers have been held down largely, and you know, we're fairly safe, but we got to keep safe, and that's important. So let's all do the right thing and do the social distancing and stuff like that. And you know, it's great to be outdoors, and this is a great time of year to be outdoors, so why not, you know, get a little expedition going and spend some time outdoors, and we'll see what happens in the coming weeks and months. Visit to the Vault of Vinyl coming up shortly, and Freddie and Francine for us right now. This is called Mama on the Maine Event Radio Show.
Mom Mama, I've been an outlaw longer than most men walk this earth. But I'd gladly sell these riches than to give up what you're worth. 'Cause the rain's finally crushed the rooftop, the river's crawling across the road, and God's killing off the hungry before the meal's sold. And oh, Mama, Mama, I told you, Mama, I told you, Mama, I ain't yours. The night's cold like Arizona with an Alabama chill. I've been living in your basement. I keep drinking from your still, and our history of fighting is finally buried in the sand. I keep watching all the walls fall down at the mercy of your hand. Oh, Mama, Mama, I told you, Mama, I told you. Oh, Mama, I told you. Oh, Mama, I told you. Mama, I ain't yours. 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 I ain't yours.
It's been a long time coming, he said with a smile. You got to think about the future once in a while. Think about this as a business deal. Oh, don't blame Sally's bloodshot eyes. She's just a debutante hanging with the overpaid rich guys. The moon tonight is like a piece of steel. No, it ain't easy what you've been going through. Oh no, no one said it'd be easy. What you wanna do? You have to fight the fire, but it doesn't come easy. It's hard to find the water when the well runs dry. Wait and watch the sky while you're looking for a reason. Time will tell you why. floor. She wants to talk about things we don't talk about anymore. Knows your neighbor lives down the hall. Oh, Mrs. O'Malley's getting wise. She told the landlord she thought she heard the sound of a woman's voice crying. She listens to the bedroom wall. Hey, no, it ain't easy what you've been going through. Oh no, no one said it'd be easy. What you wanna do? You have to fight the fire, but it doesn't come easy. It's hard to find the water when the well runs dry. Wait and watch the sky while you're looking for reason. Time will tell you why. On the second floor, locked in the closet with the claw marks on the door. None of the neighbors heard a sound at all. Oh, Mrs. O'Malley's up and died. They found the landlord floating in the river on the Lower East Side. He liked to listen through the bedroom walls. Hey, no, it ain't easy what you been going through. What you wanna do? You have to fight the fire, but it doesn't come easy. It's hard to find the water when the well runs dry. Wait and watch the sky while you're looking for a reason. Time will tell you got to fight the fire, but it doesn't come easy. It's hard to find the water when the well runs dry. Wait and watch the sky while you're looking for a reason. Time. Time will tell you why.
There's the Jason Spooner Band, Fight the Fire, on the Maine event, and it comes from an album called The Flame You Follow. And that followed Freddie and Francine with Mama. As it is time to visit the Vault o' Vinyl, grab something from our stash of actual records and play something from it for you. And what we found is an album called Alive from a Schooner Fair. We're going to hear a traditional number, Red is the Rose. It's Schooner Fair as we visit the Vault o' Vinyl, the Maine Event radio show.
My bonny Irish lass, come over the hill to your darling. You choose the road, love, and I'll make the vow, and I'll be your true love forever. Rose that in yonder garden grows, fair is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the Boyne, but my love is fairer than down by Killarney's green wood that we strayed. The moon and the stars, they were shining. The moon shone its rays on her locks of golden hair, and she swore she'd be my love forever. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. But my love is fairer than any. 'Twas not for the parting of my sister Kate, 'twas not for the grief of my mother, 'twas all for the loss of my bonny Irish lass, that my heart is breaking forever. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. But my love is fairer than any. In yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. But my love is fairer than yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. But my love is fairer than
From garages and basements and even real recording studios around the Pine Tree State, this is the Maine Event Radio Show.
Nothing happens by mistake. I was way up north on Moosehead Lake, my back on the dock in the middle of the night, watching the dance of the northern lights. Sally, hey, you're in the right place. As the tears spilled onto my face, the lights were shimmering, my heart was singing, and I felt that big love again. was a benefit cruise for the MDA. I was making music with the boys in the band. It echoed out over the sea and the land. As the sun set crimson in the western sky, a full moon rose on the other side. With my arms outstretched, I held them both in my hands, and I felt that big love again. Yeah. It ain't no lover, it's not he or she. It's this big love inside of me, and it's always there, it's gotta be. It's this big love, it carries me. I can feel this big love. It comes from inside and it comes from above. I can feel this big love and it carries me. I can feel this big love. It comes from inside and it comes from above. I can feel this big love and it carries me. It ain't no lover, it's not he or she. It's this big love inside of me, and it's always there, it's gotta be. Cause this big love, it carries me. It ain't no lover, it's not he or she. It's this big love inside of me, and it's always there, it's gotta be. Cause this big love, it carries me. It ain't no lover, it's not he or she. It's this big love inside of me, and it's always there, it's gotta be. It's this big love that carries me. I can feel this big love. It comes from inside and it comes from above. I can feel this big love and it carries me. Carries me.
In the morning, maybe we can lay together like white lines on the turnpike. In the morning, maybe we'll see it better. There's truth in the sunrise. But tonight, you're with me, and everything's how it ought to be. But in the light, there's a space in the place right where you ought to be. Where you ought to be is here, but where you gotta go is home. Now you're thinking you might never get to sleep on your own. You give it all away for just a little bit more time. Where you ought to be, what you ought to be is mine. run for cover like two crows on the roadside. Settle down and make a life up in the willows. Live it slow under a blue sky. But tonight you're with me and everything is how it ought to be. Within the light there's a space in the place right where you ought to be. Where you ought to be is here, but where you gotta go is home. Now you're thinking you might never get to sleep on your own. You give it all away for just a little bit more time. Where you ought to be, what you ought to be is mine. Where you ought to be is in my arms. Running out of time, running out of moon and stars. What you ought to be is free. What you ought to do is lay back down. You ought to be with me. You ought to be with me. Where you ought to be is here, but where you gotta go is home. Now you're thinking you might never get to sleep on your own. You give it all away for just a little bit more time. Where you ought to be, what you ought to be is mine. What you ought to be is mine. In the morning, maybe we can lay together like white lines on the turnpike.
You Oughta Be, and that comes from Chris Ross on the Main Event. Before that, it was Annie Clark, and This Big Love. Annie's got a new album coming out. I don't know if it's available yet, but you can check it out at her website or on Facebook or any of that social media stuff. And we went back in time with the Schooner Fair from their record album called Alive, and the song Red is the Rose. Yeah, a couple of love songs, why not, right? It's always nice to have somebody you want to be with. Check out your favorite artists on the various social media platforms. Some have streaming shows going that pop up from time to time. And, there's some local outdoor venues are starting to pick up with small shows, where people can socially distance, but get some live music, feel a little more normal, and get some outdoor time, too, with it. Not such a bad thing. So follow your favorite artist on your social media and streaming platforms, and of course, catch the show right here on the Main Event. Here's Tim Sullivan. This one is called Halfway to Busted, Main Event Radio Show.
Trucks rolling past, getting low on gas. Guess I'll just stop for the night. After 3 long days in a stumbling drunken haze, I might get out of Deer Creek with a fight. 'Cause I'm on the road a long way from home, don't know which way to turn. I can't see left or right, my destiny's out of sight. I never packed for a trip of no return. It won't be easy, it won't be cheap. I guess I'll have to sell most of my life. No more troubles on my mind, no more sorrows I can find. I hope this is the last time I get caught. 'Cause I'm on the road a long way from home, don't know which way to turn. I can't see left or right, my destiny's out of sight. I never packed for a trip of no return. out west, forest or for best, looking for some mountains to roam. Try to clear my mind in the past I left behind. I hope this is my final journey home. 'Cause I'm on the road a long way from home, don't know which way to turn. I can't see left or right, my destiny's out of sight. I never packed for a trip of no return. And I wish I had something to burn. Oh yes, I wish I had something to burn.
Ain't got much. That's Tricky Britches on the Main Event Radio Show. As we find ourselves just about running out the clock, and we'll say that the Main Event is very glad you've been with us. Me too. I'm Dan Foley. Thanks to the station for putting us on the air, and thanks to Kevin Foley for getting the IT work done that I have not got a single clue about. Hope you're going to join me next time, because I'll be right here when the next edition of the Maine Event Radio Show comes your way. Till then, be good to yourself, be good to the folks around you, and let's all be good to the planet. We only got one of them. Dan Foley signing off for the Maine Event Radio Show, a Holy Mackerel production, coming to you from our coastal annex and meditation center in Down East Maine. Some more tricky britches to get us home.